Hello, interns. Welcome to your final project. All right, so this first portion is going to cover what the parts of the final project are. Second video is going to cover your individual personal projects. And then third one, actually this one I'll also include how you submit it. All right, so first things first, remember that Wednesday, May 1st is when your final module is due. So make sure you are working through and finishing up that final module that you chose for your last one. All right, your final project is going to be due on May 5th. You're probably going to need to start it right away. All right, so obviously don't wait, start it right away so that we can be finished. You can always turn in early, but it has to be due on May 5th by 8 a.m. So what your final project is going to be. So we're going to be creating a co-created AI-ish database. Some of you will be focusing on AI. Some of you will be doing more like machine learning type ideas. Some of you will be doing this yourself, right? So human learning. All right. So that way you all can take this database to your future jobs, or if you have another internship, whatever it may be, and you will have this collection of skills that are most likely used in your job or internship. All right. So first of all, what I did is I tailored all of these. We have a lot of moving parts because I tailored these to what you put into the final project future, what you're going to, like your goals for your future employment or your employment endeavors that you're going to have in the future. All right, so I tailored the project to that. If you didn't put information in there, I'm giving you a project and you have to take it. All right, so here is what it's going to be. So I'm going to do the first one, which is the general one that all of us are going to do. All right, and this is the PowerPoint project. So what you're going to do is this will link into the page. You all are going to think about your current internship and job. All right, you are going to create, or it can be your future one. Like if you're looking to interview for a job in the future, in the near future, and maybe you want to show them your upskilling and things that you could bring, focus in on that. A business, corporation, nonprofit, whatever it is, and make this for them, right? So that way you can show them that you're forward thinking. So what you're going to do is you're going to first scan through the different styles of PowerPoint tutorials and you're going to choose 3 that you would like to do. So I have a list of like 50 something. All right. So you can click onto these, and then these are those Instagram videos that are like ready to whatever your PowerPoint, but they're nice because they're about a minute and a half long. So they're very quick and they take you through. Also, a lot of you are going to be making training videos that are very similar to these training videos you're going to see through these PowerPoint links. All right. So you're going to choose 3 you like to do. When you've made that choice, I want you to highlight those 3 on the list in a color. So you'll see I've already had a student in here. They're doing folders open. They're doing rectangle highlights and 3D sun. When it is highlighted, that means it's no longer available. You have to choose different ones, okay? Because we want a whole array, so you all will have these templates and you can just plug in your information if you need to create these for a presentation. All right, so you're gonna make those slides and presentations, but keep them in 3 different individual presentations. Now, you're making one slide, but all of you who have used these versions of PowerPoint, it's a fact to make one slide, you need like 4 slides, and then you have to like morph transition, or you have to like switch out which photo you're highlighting. And this will make sense once you start the tutorials, but you're only making one slide per presentation. So you may make that one slide and it has 4 slides to make it. That's fine. Keep that in a separate presentation. Then for your second one, do a new presentation, okay? So you are going to email me 3 different PowerPoint presentations. They are not all going to be in one. Do not put them all in one. Otherwise, they're not usable because you'll see how we're going to put this on the database. All right, so then what you're going to do is email those, all 3 of them, to this kgcrawford3@gmail.com. That'll make me putting it on the database way easier if you send them to that Gmail. Also, I get so many emails right now because it's the end of the semester for Tulane. I don't want them to get lost in the craziness. All right, so again, they cannot all be in one presentation. They need to be each in their own presentation. Then I will put those onto the co-created database, and each one will have a label and then a little bit of information. Like it'll say, oh, you want to use, you have an event coming up and you want to slide through the different events that, the different parts of the event, right? And then that one will have that template linked. Now, if you do not have a color scheme in mind, for example, if you don't know the job you want to go into, or that your internship is done and you're like, I don't want to do one for my internship anymore, and you want to make more of a general one, you can click here, and this is like the top color schemes. And the nice thing is on there, when you look at the pictures, it will give you the hex number. So that way you can just use that straight for your coloring, and you don't have to try and figure out the graphic design element of like, how do we coordinate these like different monochromatic colors, etc. All right, so you are going to choose 3 of these. All right. Then you are going to highlight those when you've chosen them. Then you're going to make that slide, which will most likely be multiple slides because you have lots of different parts to it to use the transitions. And then once you get those presentation/slides made, all in 3 different PowerPoint documents, you'll email those 3 to me. I then will put them on our database. Okay. That is part 1. Now, each of you is also going to have a personal project that you do. All right, I'm going to go through those in the next video because I'm going to go through point by point, minute by minute. But what I want to do is I want to tell you how you're going to submit these. Okay, so PowerPoint, you're emailing those to me. Okay, that has to be by May 5th. All right, if you want to do them early, just make sure you have all 3 done and you're sending me the 3 separate PowerPoints all in one go. I don't care if they're in separate emails, but just in one go. Don't send me one on a Monday, one on a Friday. Make it one thing. All right, then your individual project. How you're going to submit that is through our collaboration document. All right, so now if you go into collaborations, right, left-hand menu, click on collaborations, you're going to see a collaboration document that is called the co-created AI-ish database. So this will tell you how to structure your actual information that you're putting in for our database. And you'll also see that it is organized by category. All right, the PowerPoint is not on here yet because I'm going to implement it in a different way. So this, don't mess with this table of contents, right? Because this will take you to the sections. The way that you're going to organize each one of your entries is going to be this. You're going to put your name, then you're going to put your AI software program name that you're covering, right? So if you're doing Scribe, all right, then do the summary of the skills you're teaching, no more than 2 sentences. If you want to PowerPoint this, I'm totally fine with that. All right, then you're either going to have 1, 2, or 3 of these that you are putting in. The video. If you make a video for your project, you need to name it and then hyperlink the name of it to the video. Or you can embed the video, doesn't matter to me. Just make it very easy and user-friendly for the user. All right. If you're doing a command, so for example, if you're in charge of chat RTX or chat GPT or whichever one, and you're writing commands, you're going to then put your name, AI software, summary of skills, and you're going to put your commands in that you wrote and make sure to number them so they're nice and organized. If you're making a template of something, then you're going to have your templates and you're going to title them and link them here. All right. So if you're on the tip sheet, information sheet, for example, you put your name, your AI software program, you're going to probably put Canva, and you're going to teach how to use Canva in order to make a tip sheet with blah, blah, blah. All right. You're going to have a video and you're also going to have a template. All right. So you'll have your video linked and you'll name it and you'll have your templates. So that is how you're doing it, and then put them under whichever genre or category they fit with, right? If you're doing the personal assistant, obviously it's going to go under the AI for organization. If you're doing chat GPT or choosing the best AI, it's going to go over there. If you're making information sheets or tips, it's going to go under there. So just make sure to keep it nice and organized. All right. Now the next video is going to show you the breakdown of each of your individual projects. All right. So I will see you there.